After a week of consideration, I decided I would start doing this experiment wherein I would eat a considerably hot pepper every 2 or 3 days and measure my increase in spice tolerance and if the pepper tastes any different. And the pepper I'll be using is called Bahamian Goat. Median Scoville rating of 225,000. Weighs 8 grams. Most people say that the heat is considerable to a habanero. And now I'm also going to outline the consistent conditions of each trial. I'll be eating this pepper. I'll chew on it for 30 bites, swish it around in my mouth, spit it out, and I'll try to have some cereal besides me. And the reason I'll spit it out is because of GI problems. There's also future health risks associated with consuming peppers, like in the stomach creates a bunch of carcinogens that'll give you cancer, and I'm not really interested in getting cancer. So, yeah. And for all the peppers that I'll be eating, I'll have the pit and seeds hollowed out because I want to go hot, but not too hot. I know my limits. And I also tried to abstain from eating hot peppers for the past 2 weeks, with a few exceptions, just to know if this pepper tastes any different and if my spice tolerance has somehow lowered. So, without further ado, I'll edit me being afraid of it for a solid 2 minutes out of this video. Alright, I'm also going to need to get the timer. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, well the heat is climbing. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that each time it would be half a pepper. Heat's climbing. I got the hiccups very early. I'm starting to tear up. I have a feeling that this is gonna go a lot worse than I remember it being. But there was it tasted very bright. It tasted fruity, but not really as fruity as I remembered it. I remember there being the citrus note the last time I tried it, which when I had it last time, it was not as hot as I remember it being. Or maybe it was just my spice tolerance being a lot hotter back then. Because I would be eating peppers regularly. So if I could describe it, the heat climbed up to a 7 very quickly, and it stayed there, and I feel like I'm getting the endorphin rush that is numbing it, because right now the tip of my nose is getting a bit numb. The last time I had it, I did not go numb. The most numb I've ever been while eating this was having my entire nose be numb and losing some sense of also going numb in my fingers. I'm not going numb in my fingers. But I have to say that the flavor, I notice it being muted. Ooh. The spice is going down for me. I did not need to take any of the cereal, but yeah, my nose is running. So yeah, heat went to a 7 out of 10 for half of it. I'm still feeling it. I'm also going to keep track of how long I feel the spice, how long it takes to die down. So, with the fruitiness, like the fruit flavor, I'd give it a 4 out of 10. And I remember it being a lot fruitier than that. So I'm trying to quantify as much as I can. The heat started in the bottom of the tongue and then started moving slightly upwards to just the entire tongue. Many peppers really hit the back of the throat or roof of the tongue. I'd say this one really didn't. So, data I'll try to collect is when I started tearing up, how many tears I had, how long it took for the spice to die down. Maybe in this recording, I'll try to find when the spice hit its peak. I think I described that somewhere. How long the spice was there, how fruity it tasted. I remember this pepper having some kind of citrus flavor, but I'm not tasting it right now. And that's probably due to the fact that my spice tolerance has decreased considerably. But in future experiments, I'll try to quantify the citrus flavor. Spice is still there. Alright, I'd say that the spice is just close to unnoticeable. I did not take milk, so I'll put this data in the spreadsheet and have this evidence on hand of me conducting the experiment.